Krista.
Hey, girl. We're back.
We're back for 12 Pods of Christmas, day number 9.
So exciting.
Yeah, I know. What are we chatting about today?
We're going to talk about an artist that has become quite the phenomenon, I feel like. Taylor Swift. I think appropriate because I think this was the year of Taylor, all the stuff that's going on in her life. I was going to say let's do a deep dive, but we don't have enough time for a deep dive, but we can't end the year without talking about her.
Truly. Are you ready for it? Like that song just like replays in my head, you know? So I think the first thing we should start off with is, are you a Swiftie?
I'm not a Swiftie. I don't have any issue with her. I'm not a hater on Taylor Swift, and I know all of her popular songs, not off by heart, and enjoy them. And if I had tickets to Taylor Swift, I probably would have gone to the concert, but I wasn't trying to go to the concert, if you get my drift. Got it.
I would say I was more of a Swiftie when I was younger.
Okay.
But now I'm a supporter. I just don't know all of her music or albums or anything, but I definitely stay up to date with like what's going on in her life and her boyfriends and her tour and all the things.
So, when you were a Swiftie, what was her genre? Because she's changed, right? She started out country and then it's kind of moved into more pop. So like what album, I guess, would it be that you would consider that you were a Swiftie? Not that I would even know.
Not that you would know. Ooh, good one. I would say like Speak Now. I want to say Speak Now. And like, is there
love songs from there?
Okay.
No.
Okay. Now you're just quizzing me, and that's not.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
I think, yeah, like Speak Now, obviously. Sparks Fly, Back to December, Mean, Why You Gotta Be So Mean, Enchanted. Yeah, literally, Krista is shaking her head. I don't know what the hell are you talking about. Yeah, I went to her tour again a long time ago. I would love to go to her Eras tour, but good luck getting tickets, especially in Canada. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah. Definitely had people reaching out asking how they could get tickets to Taylor Swift.
Same. I had a lot of people reach out to me too, because Krista and I know people. And I was like, haha, no. Like, are you kidding me? Like, how many days is she in Toronto for? She's in Toronto for like
4, almost a full week, I think.
Yeah, almost a full week. But for the longest time, that was her only tour stop in Canada, in our whole country. But I think recently she announced she's going to Vancouver for a few days. So that's fantastic. But I think people like around the country are trying to get tickets to go to Vancouver.
Wow. I mean, just to think that many dates even in Toronto wasn't enough for to feel like they could get tickets, because she's performing in a big arena, right? I don't remember if it was Scotiabank or
Rogers Center.
Or is it Rogers? Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, huge. Yeah. But like her tour is going to be like over 2 years long at this point. Like, she's not coming to Toronto until next November.
Yeah. And it started in like early this year, the tour.
Exactly. And I think she's going to Vancouver. Is it 2025? Like, that's insane.
Oh,
doing that for that long?
I don't want to jinx her in any way, but even the fact that she's going to do like multiple days in Toronto, how her voice is going to be able to sustain that kind of performance over that period of time, day after day, I would not be shocked if at some point she had to postpone some shows due to like throat or voice issues.
Well, it's really also her, and her concerts aren't like an hour long. They're like 3 hours long. Like, she's insane. And I think everything around her tour and like all the hype and all the amazingness around that. And then she released her tour movie for the people that could not get tickets to go to her concert tour. You can go to Sunwatch and check it out in the theaters. And then she just recently announced that the Eras tour will be available to stream in December. It's like a birthday present for everyone because it's her birthday coming up.
Oh, is her birthday in December?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's so because I'm not a Swiftie. I tried to like look up interesting facts about her.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say this one thing before you go into the next your next talking point. I didn't know she was born in December, but she grew up on a Christmas tree farm in Pennsylvania. So how appropriate.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? That's funny.
That's hilarious.
It's just, I think with everything that happened with Scott, what's his name? I don't know. Like who at this point?
Scott Braun,
Scooter Braun. That's it.
Scooter Braun.
And then she released all like the Taylor version and everything like that. I think like she like skyrocketed through there and everyone loved her like versions of her older songs from the vault. And then she's released like a few new songs with everything. And she's very good at leaving Easter eggs for her fans. And she's good at like whoever her marketing team is and content team and strategy and everything like that is incredible what they do. It's crazy because they'll put an Easter egg out months in advance and then they'll like, you know, hint it here and there and then they'll like release this huge thing. She's released so many things in 2023. Like I can't even keep up with everything.
I do want to clarify about Scooter Braun though that he was never her manager, but he did buy her masters in order to. So then the whole idea is for those not in the music business, I'm not either, is he was making royalties off of her music. So for her to earn money off of her own music, she had to re-record it.
And like re-record all of her albums. Like at that point, she probably had, I don't even know, 5-6 albums already?
Probably.
More?
And back to your Easter egg thing, I read this and I don't know if it's true, is that she would also leave Easter eggs in her lyrics. So I guess for those that were like buying an album or had access to like the lyric booklet, like things she'd been name includes by capitalizing letters, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like she's very strategic and she's very smart and she's very thoughtful for everything she's doing. I think that's why she's becoming, you know, the biggest star right now. And fun fact, she was the most streamed artist of 2023 on Spotify, and she is on track to become the highest grossing global tour in history.
Well, I don't believe Spotify stats because the thing that's going around now is that Drake is showing up on everybody's Spotify Wrapped, and they're like, I don't even listen to Drake. And even even with our own podcast statistics that we looked at, we're like, this doesn't sound right. So it feels like there's a bit of a rigging situation with Spotify.
But I wouldn't be surprised that she's the most streamed artist of this year with everything that's happened this year.
Sure. I'm not going to dispute that she's not wildly popular by any means, of course. I'm just saying Spotify, maybe their data and analytics team needs to just like step it up a bit.
Yeah, truly. we did our own cross-reference and research and it didn't make sense, but that's another story.
Yeah, save that for another day.
Exactly.
But yeah, she's broken records. So outside of even Spotify, I think she's the only artist in history to have 4 albums sell over 1 million copies in the first week. So, I mean, yeah, she could obviously very well be the most streamed artist as per Spotify. I just can't trust them.
Yeah, and you know what? And the fact that she's been able to like pivot and change things and redo things but continue to stay relevant even after all of these years is incredible.
Well, I think she's showing that she's evolving, and as she's evolving, she's becoming better at her craft, but better at being strategic about it. So when you say thoughtful, I think also she also knows how to be a little bit subliminal and manipulative, right? Like the Easter eggs that like have people wanting more. Like she knows how to be a little mysterious for people to still like be grabbing.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, all her boyfriends, like she's able to still to like find boyfriends. People aren't afraid to date her knowing that they will be the subject of a song like Dear John and the one about the scarf that's about Jake Gyllenhaal and We Are Never Getting Back Together. Like she has like a presence or something. There's like a draw to her.
Absolutely. Because then people try to figure out, oh, what song is about what ex-boyfriend and da-da-da-da. So, and should we even talk about her current boyfriend?
I mean, I don't know much about it other than like football has seen a surge in listenership. I was going to say in like views probably and like spectator attending games.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like,
And
the Swifties are like, what? They're Googling, what is football? And they're just like watching it just like in case she appears on like the Jumbotron.
truly. And I'm sure her streams for the song Karma have like gone up since she's rewritten one of those lyrics. Right?
Yeah. What was it?
Karma is
She
the guy
changed her lyrics. Yeah.
who something.
Yeah, she changed her lyrics, I think when she was in Brazil or somewhere.
Yeah.
And he didn't know that. And then he was at the concert and he was just like, oh my God. So funny.
Yeah, her dad's like, that's you. And he's like, oh, shit.
Exactly. So yeah, she's just like killing it this year. And I think she will continue to kill it next year. And I'm sure she has surprises for everyone in 2024. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, I think she's grown as an artist. I think she's grown as, obviously, as an adult. And she's grown, even though she already had probably the mindset from early on, like she has a great business sense. So that will help her continue to be successful.
Yes.
For as long as she wants to do music.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Truly. I wonder how much money she's making from her tour.
Well, that's how most artists make their tour because you don't make a lot off of streaming nowadays. So, I mean, if for those that are unaware of the tickets and how it works, the face value of your ticket is what the artist gets. The fees then have to be distributed amongst all of the other organizations and venues and all of that staff to like support the event. So if you're looking at your ticket price, it's like, yeah, you're giving take out those fees. That's all going to Miss Taylor. I'm not saying it's not worth it. But when you add bells and whistles and the stage and the production, that's what makes ticket prices more expensive.
Yeah, it says that she's making around 13.6 million per show. And she could be a billionaire.
Yeah. What's the capacity of Rogers Center?
But that goes to her. Yeah, but that goes to her team, her promoters, the venues, the touring, production expenses, etc. Like that's just like the total. But then they're saying like she could be a billionaire at the end of her tour.
Yep, there's money in touring. It's not all Ticketmaster taking the money.
No.
Despite what you want to believe. I mean, the fees are crazy, but no lie.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know you're not a Swiftie, but do you have anything else you want to chat about Tay Swift?
Just some interesting facts about her that I didn't know that I think speak to like her like business sense and just like her as a person. Where I was like, oh, that's interesting. Well, one, I think she stands up for what she believes in, and even at such a young age, I respect that. Like, she's always been one to kind of be vocal about, the whole thing with her masters and whatever. But she had, in 2017, she had a lawsuit against a DJ or a counter lawsuit. Did you know about this? And she sued him for like $1. I did not know.
No.
For defamation. Yeah. On principle, sued him for defamation. I don't know what the backstory is. And she won. So she won the $1. Like, okay, good for you, girl. And then in 2015, she wrote an open letter to Apple Music, and she criticized them about during, I guess, back then, maybe there was a free trial period for Apple Music. I don't really know. But for those songs that were streamed during that time, artists weren't getting paid for it. And she's like, that's not cool. So that open letter, I guess, created the catalyst to change that policy. So she's gonna stand up for her shit. Yeah. But she also loves cats, and I think that's weird.
How is that weird?
I know, you have a cat. I hate cats.
Like, it's not weird that she likes cats. She likes cats. Who cares? Okay, cool.
And she has a fear of snakes, and that was the reason by her imagery for her Reputation tour. Did you know that? You should. You're a Swiftie.
I was a Swiftie. I don't have time anymore.
Well, you would have known it when you were a Swiftie. It's not new information.
That's funny. Okay, well, even though you don't know... sorry. Do you have any other facts you want to share with us?
No.
No.
That was it. Yeah. It's like, that's cool.
what's like one song that immediately comes to your head when I say Taylor Swift, like one of her songs?
There's a couple of songs I'll say, even though I'm not a Swiftie, I'll tell you the songs that I usually will play over and over again of hers. Delicate, for whatever reason, I like that song. It's not a song I play over and over again, but it's a song that I always find that can be appropriate depending on my mood, is like We Are Never Getting Back Together.
Yes.
And one when she was with the other guy, Joe Alwyn, called Lover. I went through a phase where I was really, really in love with that song. And then there's one more, but I can't remember. But she talks about being in a white dress. But what is it called?
No, is that like that's an old song?
Yeah.
You Belong With Me? No. Love Story?
No. I think it's from the 1989 album. Hold on, I'm looking it up really quick.
People are screaming at us right now, like the name, and we're just not.
Wildest Dreams.
Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah, she writes some good. She writes good music. Like, she's a smart cookie. I have so much respect for her, and she's gonna continue to kill it.
Yeah, and she's just gonna continue to like be hopefully in like good relationships. I don't know if Travis, is that his name? Travis is the one, but I'm into it.
I think everyone's into their relationship. Like, I think everyone is like, let's walk down the wedding aisle right now.
We're here for it. We tip it.
Truly.
Did the kids say that still?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, anyway, for the Swifties out there, tell us your thoughts. Tell us what you love about Taylor. Tell us something so obvious that we missed, because I am not a Swiftie. Follow us on all the socials if you haven't already. We put the links to all our social media channels in every podcast episode description to make us easy to find. Give us your comments. We talk back. If you like what you're hearing, give us a follow. If you want to keep hearing from us, even better if you give us a rating. We love to hear your feedback, as always. And to make your life easier when you're on the go, you can always toggle your settings to auto-download our episodes, so they'll be on the ready when you're ready. Having said that, Sarah, I'm going to see you tomorrow for a new episode, aren't I?
A new episode of 12 Pods of Christmas. Yeah, tomorrow will be day 8. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh my God. Hopefully I get my Christmas shopping done by then.
Oh my gosh. Bye.
Bye.